Hey folks, thanks for joining me today. So in today's tutorial, we're going to be doing a casted snowflake. These molds I've purchased and they're meant for resin, but because they're made of silicone, you can use them for casting using the Ultracal 30. You don't even have to use Ultracal 30. You can use plaster of Paris, any other kind of molding material. I just prefer the Ultracal 30. It turned out really well. The only issue that I have with some of the molds that I do purchase, that their intended use is for resin, but I use them for casting with the Ultracal 30, is some of the little crevices or little detailed spots end up getting air trapped into them. And what happens with that is you end up with having little pieces missing. And they're actually kind of neat. They're almost like a little crater, just like a little perfect circular indent that was not supposed to be there. But it is a little bit hard to get those bubbles out. I work with them. They're the imperfections that come with them, with me making them, which makes them very unique because I've never had an air bubble in the same spot. That is one of the issues, but it's one that I can work with. So I'm just painting this right now with a base coat of white by DecoArt, and I let it dry completely so that I can put on my metallic paints. And I really liked this one. It came in a package of 3 different styles or different shapes. This one I liked particularly because it looks layered, like there's 3 different layers on this, and I really, really like that. So that's why I casted this one and am painting it for you today. Part of the 12 days of Christmas ornaments. I can't believe how quickly these 12 days are going. Like, honestly, Christmas is literally around the corner, and I'll tell you one thing, I am so not ready. I don't know about you, but I have a lot of shopping I've still got to do. I've got a lot of painting that I still need to do. I'm running out of time. But I'm having so much fun making these ornaments and showing you and having you follow along with doing these ornaments. It's been so much fun. And I appreciate that you have stuck around and you've watched these videos along with me. I really appreciate the comments you've been leaving. It's just been a very, very busy time, and it seems to always be a very busy time at Christmas. I'm actually getting ready to travel to go spend the holidays with family. So I hope that your plans are falling into place as well for this holiday season. Let me know in the comments below if you're going to be sticking around home, or if you're going to be traveling, or maybe people are coming to you and you are the host. I'd be interested to know if you want to leave a comment below. So now that my base coat is done and it's dry, I'm now going to start with the colors. So I'm using all metallic colors. The color I'm using right now is Frost Blue by Craftsmart, and I have mixed it with Pearl White by Craftsmart. And it just gives it a little bit lighter shade. It's a very beautiful color on its own, but I wanted it to be a little bit more muted, not as bright of a blue. So that's why I use the Pearl White to mix in with it. And these metallics, I'm telling you, they spread so easy. They are beautiful and shiny and shimmery. Just absolutely beautiful. I love these paints. And I use them quite a bit in my my Christmas ornaments that I make, or any of my Christmas paintings that I do, because honestly, this reminds me of snow, and with it being a snowflake, that's why these colors are so beautiful for this particular painting. But I do also use the frost blue and the pearl white in some of my realistic paintings. So if I'm using or making a painting of a water scene and I want little glitters on the water, I use the pearl white. If I am doing a winter scene and I need to show some shadow, but you know how after a fresh snow and the sun comes out and everything sort of glitters and it looks like little diamonds all over the place? Well, that's when I use this blue to give the shadow of maybe a snow pile or something like that. These colors are amazing for those little accents that I do in my realistic paintings. So they spread so smoothly. They're so shimmery and they're so soft once they're dry. I don't even really need to put a base coat on this, but I do to seal it so that I can make sure that this color sticks around for a long period of time. So I do resin this when I'm finished. So all of the outer, I don't know what you would call those, the little arms of the snowflake, or the bottom part. I don't know. You you tell me what you would call these particular ones, but they're all painted now. So they're painted with that frost blue mixed with the pearl white. And now I'm going in between. So we'll call this layer number 2. I'm painting this one with just pearl white. And it's just going in between the raised ones on the top. And I'm trying to be as careful as possible because I don't want to get it onto the blue that I've already painted. But I want it to be in the middle of these raised up ones because they are going to be painted with blue sapphire, which is a very beautiful royal blue and is so beautiful. I love these metallic paints. All the paint colors that I do use are listed in the description below. And so I have the brand name and the brand name and the paint color name listed, so that if you wanted to use the exact ones that I'm using, then you can go and do that. But there are so many options out there, and I urge you to use your imagination. Use what you've got in your stash within your own inventory that you have at home. You can make this any color you want. The possibilities are absolutely endless, and your imagination is your only limitation. So make sure that you really use that imagination so that you can really get something that is truly one of a kind, truly yours, and anything that you do, I know, is going to turn out beautiful. If you're interested in posting any of your pictures of your following along with my tutorials, I urge you to go over to my Facebook page, and you can join there under Northern Pieces, and you can post pictures of your finished product. I would love to see what you end up doing. And I got to tell you, it's the biggest compliment of an artist to have someone else use what I have been showing you and then you creating your own. It's the biggest compliment I can receive, and I would love to see what your imagination comes up with. Now, I know this one here, it's very particular because it came from a mold, and you know, you probably don't have this, or maybe you do, and you know, you've never used it, or you don't know what to do with it, or maybe you just use it for resin. I have no idea, but I know this one is a very specific one, and may not be something you can do at home. But you can still do this on a flat surface. All you have to do is paint the shapes. I will make these available in my Etsy shop once I reopen in the new year. So I can cast these and I can send them out to you as a blank so that you can paint your own. So I will have those available in my Etsy shop. I will have a few others as well, like different shapes and things like that. So stay tuned for the new year when I get those posted and I reopen my shop. Now I have my shop on vacation mode right now because we were experiencing a postal strike, so it was impossible for me to get things to you economically. It was just too expensive to try to use a courier service, and I didn't want to do that to anybody. And so I put it on vacation mode. But it will be opening again. The Canada Post has gone back to work, and stuff is moving. But my fear is that it may still take a little longer to get to you. Definitely would not get to you before Christmas. And I'm going to let them get through everything that has been a backlog. I mean, they have been on strike for a month. So that's a lot of mail that has not made its way to its destination that they have to sort out. So in the new year, so I'm going to, January 2nd, I'm going to reopen my shop, and I will have these, excuse me, these snowflakes as blanks in my Etsy shop so that you can purchase these and you can paint them any color that you want. So let me know if you like this video or if you like the idea of having these available as blanks to paint. Just leave me a comment below. If you're not up for, doing your typing and leaving me a comment, just leave me a thumbs up. It's the best way to let me know that you like the video. If you're new, welcome. Thank you for joining. I would love to have you here every time I post something, so make sure you subscribe. And don't forget to hit that little bell, because that little bell is going to give you a notification every time I post something new. And we're coming up to the end of this series, and at the end of the year, so around New Year's, I will be posting a video of all of the things that we've painted together for the whole year. And in the description of that video will be a link to every single one of those videos. So if you're interested in any of my other ones, I do have 2 other videos. One's for 2022 and the other's for 2023. And it has the video shows every single painting that we did throughout that year. And then in the description, there is a link to the video for those paintings. So if you want to get to one of my paintings quickly, that's the best way to do it. Or you could always search it. Or if there's something that I haven't painted and you want to see, let me know. So that's about it, folks. I just finished up making sure that everything's covered and is finished. So life is what you make it. So get creative.